In the next 60 seconds, you'll hear 5 truths about life after 80, and if you're not ready for them, they might hit harder than you think. Because after 80, it's not the big shocks that get you, it's the quiet shifts. Truth number 5 will challenge your sense of purpose. Truth number 3 may change how you feel about asking for help. And truth number 1, it starts sooner than most people expect. Most videos sugarcoat this part of life. This one doesn't, because when you know what's coming, you stop bracing for it. You start shaping it. Stick with me. These 5 brutal truths might sting, but they could also be the key to living this chapter with strength, grace, and on your own terms. Truth number 1, friends start to disappear. It doesn't happen all at once. It starts small. A friend doesn't call back, a neighbor moves away, a lunch plan is canceled and never rescheduled. After 80, the world around us becomes a little quieter. Some friends pass away. Some stop driving. Some just stay home more often. The people who used to call every week, they now call once every few months. Sometimes, not at all. You sit down for dinner, and the room feels too quiet. The phone doesn't ring like it used to. Even holidays feel different, faster, shorter, less full. We knew someone named Walter. He was 84. Every morning, he went to the same coffee shop, same table, same coffee, same friends. But slowly, the friends stopped showing up. One passed, one moved, another just stayed home. Walter once told us, "It feels strange to sit in a place everyone used to know your name, and now you're just the old man in the corner." That kind of loneliness isn't loud. It doesn't always come with tears. It just stays, quietly. But here's the good news. You can still open new doors. You can still reach out. Join a group. Call someone first. Write a letter. Invite someone for coffee. After 80, connection doesn't always come to you. But you can go get it. Truth number 2, the body that doesn't bounce back. There was a time when rest meant recovery. You'd sleep off a cold, take a nap and feel better, walk it off, shake it off, and move on. But after 80, that changes. You wake up sore and stay sore. A small trip on the stairs becomes a week in bed. A little cold sticks around longer than expected. We've seen it many times. You feel fine in the morning. By evening, something feels off, a bit dizzy, a strange pain. Next thing you know, you're at the doctor's office, hearing words like monitor, test, or admit. The hard part? You can do everything right. Eat healthy, stay active, sleep well, and still feel like your body is slowing down without asking your permission. We knew someone named Gloria. She was 81. She loved gardening, walking in her neighborhood, going to her book club. One day, she tripped while trimming a rose bush. It wasn't a big injury, but the rest that followed? It turned into weakness. Her muscles faded, her energy dropped. She said, "I thought I was just taking a break, but my body treated it like a full stop." That's the part no one tells you. After 80, rest doesn't always heal. Sometimes it leads to decline, unless you're careful. But here's where your power comes in. Knowing this helps you change how you care for yourself. You start listening to your body. You pace yourself, not because you're afraid, but because you respect what your body has carried you through. You walk slower, but steadier. You rest longer, but more mindfully. You may not bounce back like before, but you move forward with wisdom. That is not weakness. That is strength, redefined. Truth number 3, the growing need for help. This one is tough, not just for the body, but for the heart. There comes a point after 80 when you start needing help with things you used to do without thinking. Reaching the top shelf, carrying the laundry, driving on a rainy day. It doesn't happen overnight. It sneaks in. You notice yourself gripping the railing a bit tighter. You hesitate before bending down. You start thinking twice before going out alone. And here's the hard truth. Even when you can do something, you start to wonder, should you? But what makes this reality harder is not the task itself. It's the feeling that comes with it. We've lived our lives taking care of others, raising kids, running homes, solving problems, and suddenly, we're the ones who need a hand. It can feel like a loss of pride. It can feel like being a burden. So sometimes you might hide it. You skip the grocery trip. You don't tell your daughter you slipped. You try to fix the light bulb even though your shoulder's been hurting for weeks. We knew someone named Eugene. He was 85, strong, proud, independent. He built his own shed, raised 4 kids, lived through war. One winter, he slipped on his driveway. No broken bones, just bruised pride. He didn't tell anyone. But his daughter noticed. She started coming by once a week with groceries, staying for coffee. At first, Eugene resisted. "I'm fine," he'd say. But slowly, that coffee became a ritual. And one day, he said something simple but powerful. "It's nice not having to carry everything alone." That's what we forget. Asking for help doesn't make you weak. It means you're wise enough to protect your strength. Because when you accept help, big or small, you're not giving up your independence. You're preserving it. Help isn't just a person. It can be a grab bar in the shower, a stool in the kitchen, a reminder on the fridge. These little things don't take away your dignity. They protect it. And sometimes, the bravest thing you can say is, "I could use a hand." We know asking for help can feel uncomfortable, but you don't have to do everything alone anymore. Let people love you in the ways they know how. Your children, your friends, they want to be there. It's their joy to learn how to care for you just as you once cared for them. So when help comes, don't see it as a weakness. See it as a gift, a quiet, powerful way of saying, we still matter to each other. Because when you accept help, you're not just preserving your strength, you're also giving others the gift of giving. If that truth spoke to you, if you've ever hesitated to ask for help, comment number 3 below. Not just for us, but so others reading know they're not alone either. Truth number 4, feeling invisible in the world. There's a quiet shift that happens after 80, not inside your home, but out in the world. You walk into a store and the cashier looks past you. At the doctor's office, they speak to your adult child instead of you. At a restaurant, the server talks louder, slower, as if you can't think clearly anymore. You're still here, still sharp, still present. But somehow, it feels like the world has stopped noticing. We've heard this from so many people. "I feel like furniture in the room, not fire." That hurts, not because we want attention, but because we've lived. We've earned our voice. It's not just about being ignored, it's about being dismissed. And the hardest part, most people don't even realize they're doing it. The world is fast, we walk slower, and in that gap, we start to fade from view. But listen closely, you are not invisible. You are not done. You are not just the background of someone else's story. You are a living library, a witness to history, a voice that still matters. So what do? We speak up, we ask the questions, we share our opinions, we raise our hands even if they shake, we tell our stories even if no one asks. Because every time you claim your space, you remind the world and yourself that you still belong here. And if you've ever felt overlooked, if your voice was pushed aside, comment number 4 below. And tell us, when was the last time you made yourself visible? When was the last time someone truly listened to you? You don't have to share everything, but if there's a moment you want to be seen, a time you spoke up, we'd be honored to read it below. Your words matter, and your courage to share them might help someone else speak up too. Truth number 5, when purpose starts to fade after 80, life slows down. The schedule that once felt packed starts to feel empty. There's more silence, more space. And in that quiet, something unexpected happens. Old thoughts come back. Old regrets, old what-ifs, moments you thought you'd forgotten. And here's the hard part. If you don't redefine your purpose, that silence can turn into sadness. We've seen it before. Someone who spent their whole life giving, working, parenting, caring for others, suddenly wakes up one day and thinks, what now? Not because they don't have time, but because they no longer feel needed. We once met Stanley. He was 88. He had been a teacher for over 40 years. After he retired, he said, "No one needs me anymore." But that wasn't true. He just hadn't found a new way to be needed. Because purpose doesn't retire. It shifts. Maybe you no longer build houses, but you build confidence in your grandchildren. Maybe you don't run meetings, but you offer comfort when someone is grieving. Maybe you can't solve every problem, but you ease someone's loneliness just by smiling at them. You are still full of value, still full of stories, still full of light. And maybe now is the time to start asking yourself a new question. What do I truly want? Not what you should want, not what others expect. But deep down, what do you really long for? Maybe it's as simple as, it's my birthday soon. Do I want something special? Do I want more love and understanding in my marriage? Would I love to take a class and ask my partner to come with me? Because here's the truth. A desire is not just a wish. A true desire is a clear concept, a picture in your mind that you repeat again and again. And the more often you repeat it, the more your brain will find ways to make it real. If you keep repeating, "I'm not needed," your mind will believe it. But if you start saying, "I still want connection, I still want growth," your mind will search for proof, for doors, for people, for energy to match that desire. Our lives are shaped by what we hear, see, say, and believe. If you want to change what you feel, start by changing what you let in. Change what you focus on, what you listen to, what you say to yourself. You're not too late. You're not too far gone. You still get to want things. You still get to dream. And here's something we deeply believe. You've already lived this truth. You've wanted something before, and life gave it to you. You've dreamed before, and some of those dreams came true. You've wanted love, healing, connection, and at some point, you got it. Take a moment to look back. Can you feel it? You've already experienced what it's like to want something clearly and then live it. That's not luck. That's proof that your mind, your spirit, your choices are powerful. And if you've ever felt your purpose fade, comment number 5 below. But also tell us, what do you want now? Say it out loud. Write it down. Because once you know what you want, and once you repeat it clearly in your mind, you're already halfway there. Reaching your 80s is no small thing. It's not a footnote. It's a milestone carved by decades of love, loss, effort, and resilience. But with that strength comes new challenges. Some loud, some quiet, some expected. Others that hit when you least see them coming. And if any part of this video made you pause, if you saw yourself in the silence, in the slow healing, in the moments when asking for help felt heavy, or when your voice felt small, then please hear this. You're not alone. You are not the only one navigating a shrinking world. You are not the only one redefining purpose. You are not the only one still searching for light. And the good news? Even now, even here, you still get to choose. You can choose connection. You can choose to speak up. You can choose to rest without guilt, to ask without shame, to dream without apology. You can choose to remember that the most important part of your story is the part you're still writing. And here's something else we believe. See yourself as 20 again. Not in age, but in energy. That quiet confidence, that sense of possibility, that belief that something good might still happen tomorrow. Because when you carry that energy, you don't just feel younger, you feel stronger, you feel more peaceful, you feel more you. And if you found something meaningful in today's journey, don't keep it to yourself. Share one thing you're taking forward, or one thing you're ready to leave behind. Not just for us, but for someone else who needs your words to take their first step. And if you'd like to walk a little further, if you're ready to keep exploring, discovering, and becoming, we've made a playlist just for you. Stories, insights, quiet power. It's waiting for you in the description. You've come this far, and there's more ahead, and you don't have to walk it alone. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying us. Thank you for being here.